Welcome to Siapanda, where the Bay Youth make it work. And I'm your host, Dimpo Bulani. And today we are joined by Umbengo Kuhle from Cleaning Sweep Services. Kindly greet the viewer at home. Welcome.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me, guys. Molweni to everyone who's watching at home. To clients as well, most especially, big shout out to them. Igama lami mina ndinguMbonge Kuhle Mgijima, born here in Port Elizabeth, from Ezwide. Attended to school at Greenwood, St. Thomas, and also Naya Midlands College. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
In a nutshell. Mbongo Kuhle, let's talk about your business, Clean Sweep Services. We would like to know the origin behind it. What decided kanjani about, you know what, I'm starting a business, and the business in Ibiza, Clean Sweep Services.
I feel like I never even decided. Like, I started this way back in Matric, right? And it started, I wanted to live the sheer behind like a mark up on Koyo at the time. So I started in the Twai Boys campaign at high school, at grade 12, whereby the gents would come and sing this school in basically. There was a feeding scheme. So after his students would go and wash the dishes type of thing. So then the idea came when we had as events because we used to go in a old age home and go give blankets, do a blanket drive. And so I was like, hey, let me start doing this. It started all over. And also the idea behind it, I wanted to have a pocket money. The Kulsong single parent, so I was feeling it for her because and I didn't take if I wanted something like the smallest things. So I'm like, you know what, let me make my own hustle. At the time, in the sense, the sneakers for 30 Rand. So I used to come back from school to Vasiteki and then Dizamufund. So yeah, that's how it actually started to lend our to being a brand. It started just all along.
I like that. Was Tata from when you were growing up?
Yeah.
Tata from back in high school because you see the planteke kwasesikolweni.
Kwasesikolweni.
I like that uthi nanihlambe izitya ningabantwana besikolo. So lando yenza wabane mindset ethi.
A different man, like ukhuliso with umzali, like a single parent. That's why I wanted to do it, especially for a boys campaign.
Yeah.
Like to just empower Majida to be responsible in a way, you know. I don't want to get into deep situation, but bendifuna nje singamajita sikwazi ukhula and stuff.
Let's look at resources when one starts a business.
Yeah.
Because I don't have resources. Zayiqala njani le business. But for your startup, waqala kanjani?
I mean, for me, I've always said that you start with what you have.
Yeah.
Clean. I started with sunlight, a bucket, and a brush. That's it for 30 Rand. So it also, if you know, be consistent at times, and if you know, at the time, I didn't know if I was building a brand. So on the verses take for 30 Rand, I was in carpets. I was in Dwetile. So my clients ended up giving me the next step. I mean, just by listening to them and and then that by saving up as at you're like, let me buy umachinoti, let me buy the next thing. You know, what else do I need? You know, you make your own research. I didn't have bana difuna ibe cleaned at the time. I just knew that bana difuna ngibene imali or xa ndifuna ukwenza into zami. So
the vision started in your Mali pocket money.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the stereotype, the stigma. Whereas was njani lokishini nekasi sometimes but like, oh, why njani cleaner business enjani. But how wafika njani engqondweni yakho ucinga ba, you know what, this is just not ukuba kuthiwa cleaner nje, but it is a business.
Yeah.
Yes. What drove you to that?
I think what drove me to that was, I mean, clients coming back, man, you know. And so when I went to Midlands College, right, there was a competition for entrepreneurship. So what they do, like they take you through this mentorship, and you present, you pitch your business, and they tell you what you need. So I think by attending ezazinto yandifaka about okay, now now you are building something.
Yeah.
You know, you need to have certain things. You need to register your business.
Yeah.
You need to know your finances akho. You need to employ people. So I think by being kwezo spaces ezo, getting more clients, then ndaziva uba hayi ke I'm building a brand now. You know, mandiyeke uyityala mali nje nanjani. It's no more just pocket money.
Yeah.
Because it was difficult switching from uyazi uba le mali it's for a business ngoku. It's no more for you. So by doing that, ambeza mentorship and stuff, they have a big impact on umuntu ofuna ukuqala business okanye who is going through into yoba ufuna ukuba business or building a brand.
Yeah. Mr. Mgijima is a gentleman that wears a coat of many colors. We know you don't only have one business.
Yeah.
Let's talk about transitioning from clean sweep services to GQ liquid use.
Yeah.
What happened there?
I mean, hey. So for me, I'm always a person like omamelai, and also I've absorbed a lot in that chonga. Like abantu banitandon. So I was like, you know what? I wanna do something ezobiza abantu per se. You know, the idea was to have indozam under one umbrella. You know, so if I have indao, I know that the moment you're waiting for his nikazako, you can have like a mocktail, you can have like an ice cream, okanye lawn. Yeah, well, that's the idea. But for me to get there, I could actually bring the stuff to you. I can bring the mocktail to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so it started on recently, ngongo December.
Okay.
Actually, I kakabi nonyaka even, but the way ikhula ngakhona, it's crazy. So what we do at GQ Liquid Lux, we offer a service, your mocktails. It can also go to cocktails when you book us for an event. But yeah, in Dunjal, we do mocktails, we do special drinks for you. So yeah, that's just GQ Liquid Lux in a nutshell.
Now let's talk about the creativity. What is your inspiration with creativity yako pa ku GQ Liquid Lux?
I mean, for me, it's just to ukonwabisa abantu,
Yeah.
and also to create these signature drinks and be creative.
Yeah.
I think I'm a very creative person. Yeah, so I think the inspiration I learn, and also the eager to want to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do take time and learn these things. I think that's what inspires me to do. Yeah.
Ne masithethe ke ngoku professionalism, because you work with gabantu. Ne, what have you learned as an entrepreneur working with people?
It was hard at first. Ne? I think people normally don't take you serious when you're young. I mean, I'm very young, but I'm not going to say my age.
Say your age.
But it took time for people to take me serious.
Yeah.
So what I learned is that you have to be very assertive so that people can take you serious.
Yeah.
So in running a business, be straightforward. Like, be straight, be real about so that they can take you serious. Because bekunzima for me to even build that confidence now, because like if you delight, wasn't doing good, but by them coming back, giving them the proper services, telling them that over time and sticking to it. So it's that consistency, that being professional about nalom, but this is a business. So yeah.
Masithethe ngemali,
Yeah.
sithethe nge-risk nokukhula. What is that one risk okowayenza to make sure that uyayikhulisa le business?
Hey. So, uqala kwami uphangela, I started working. So, right after Midlands, while I was still looking for umsebenzi, I worked as a petrol attendant. That was my first job. So, Payana didn't even last. Like, last day young, and I was like, no, okay, this is not for me.
Yeah.
So what I did with my salary, I took it. I took yonke la mali, and I did like an event. So kule event, I booked for intern and stuff. So it was like a game thing, a fun day for your community at Tangai. So I invited people to come play games while showcasing a business showcasing it and its vasayo, doing it at the spot. So while doing that, bebedlala nabo like a FIFA tournament to kind of like nabo ba win like some sort of an incentive. So I think risk that makes me lomdenungu and building, knowing that I need to build my brand by taking risk. So at Galanyanga, I was very in a bad relationship with my mom because she was like, Njani, like, you know, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do this. But eventually now she started stepping in, Waiboni vision. So
since you said about your brand reputation, let's emphasize the importance of having a good reputation for your business.
Oh, so cool. I think it's one of the things that you need to know as of a brand. Like this is it's bigger than you actually. And you need to present the business and keep that like low profile and reputation. If a brand has a bad reputation, so it's good to keep it, very professional and know that build the brand up.
And what advice would you give to the viewer at home? Turning a skill into business.
I would like to give a lot, but I think the most that I would want to say is like start with what you have. Clean, like you don't need a lot. Yes, you want to build something, but starting long, you don't need a lot. You can use what you have. Like I always say, like if you wanna build something, for you to get there, you have to start somewhere eventually. And by you thinking that you're gonna just get cloned now, I mean it's not being realistic. Use the little that you have. If you want camera, phone, you'll get there. People will come back. I mean, don't always rely kwabantu invest kuwe now in yourself, so, or the business. So start with what you have.
Start with what you have. Mr. Mkhichi. Where can people get hold of your services?
So my number is 069 116 9956. That's for WhatsApp. And I guess for Ezinye, it's all the social media platforms, your TikTok, your Facebook, your Instagram for Clean Sweep. It's the same Clean Sweep services. And then for GQ Liquid Lux, it's booming on TikTok. So you just say GQ Liquid Lux on TikTok and then you'll find us there.
Wow, that was insightful. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
That was Mr. Mkhichi taking us through his entrepreneurial journey. The name of the show is Siapanda. Please do follow us on our social media platforms. On TikTok, we are Siapanda. On Facebook, we are Siapanda. And please do like, share, and comment on YouTube. We are TMWTV. And don't go anywhere. Up next, we are in connection with an industry expert. Welcome back. The name of the show is Siapanda, where the Bay Youth make it work. And we are joined by Mr. Nicholas Khotlele.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us. Kindly greet the viewer at home.
Olwini Malis Bulsele, Ayanda Ikama, Wakokotlaili Senim. Hello everyone. I'm glad to be with you guys.
Now, if you can take it back, Ngubanu Mr. Khotlele, before we go mechanic, Ngubanu Mr. Khotlele, and where did you grow up? We'd like to know more about you.
Igama ngu Nicholas Ayanda Khotlele.
Yes.
Ndizalelwe ke mna ke eNjoli,
Okay.
KwaZakhele. Yes. And from there samuva ke sohlala eMagxaki. Imfundo ke ndahamba ndofunda primary school at Havel. And then from there samuva sohlala eKhabeka. From there, ndanyuka ke ngoku imfundo yam ndofunda eNantsika Newton Technical High School. That is where ke ndiqale khona icareer yam ye-mechanic. Yes.
All right. Now masithethe ke ngoku kubana when did your love start for because when wazibona nini ukuthi yo ndiyayithanda le nto kuthiwa imoto.
Imoto kaloku uyakhumbula sikhule siziqhuba imoto siqhuba izitena sisithini yabo, so it was something yayiguthe egazini ngoko yabo, so ndane-passion ke kakhulu ezimotweni. In fact ungena kwami ekholeji ndenza i-carpentry for unyaka.
Okay.
That same yokuyo ndathi mana yona ndibhaliselwe kuyo le ndabuyela back to i-mechanic. So ndenza ke i-mechanical eBethesdorp College, and then from there ndahamba ke ngoku ndophangela.
Yazi le nto igqobethethe ndincikisa nto sikhule sibukela abantu bedlala ngezitena nyhani
Yes.
then neemoto zamacingo
Yes.
kanti umntu akayazi uba ulay ifoundation ngelaa
Correct, yeah.
xesha. Masithethe ke bhuti about now turning your passion into business. How did that come about?
To turn it around is that ki-focus ke ngona ndinayo ndifumanisa ukuthi into yokubana ndinothando ezimotweni. Ndaphangela ke ngokaTAFCO where ndafumanisa khona into yobana i-passion yam ilapha ezimotweni kakhulu. Ndasebenza ekaTAFCO Embassy for iminyaka ndafumanisa ukuthi no man, this is not enough, let me venture my career. Ndayeka ke phaya ndazivulela ikhampani. Ndasebenza ke laa company, you know ke masiqala uvula ikhampani it's not easy.
Yeah.
Yabo kuba up and downs. Ndathi sendisebenza ndaphinda ndabuyela emsebenzini yabo. Ndaphinda ndasebenza ndasebenza that no it's not enough ndabuyela back emsebenzini. Ndathi ndisetinarha ke ndiphangela kwa VW eMarket Square that no man andikayigqibi into endiyifunayo elifini yam. Let me go back, let me venture my career yam. I started working at home ke ndasebenza endlini for over 15 years ndisebenza ke-mechanic. Yeah. And then formally ke ngoku ndaregisterisha icompany for 4 years, i-operator ngoku. Company isebenzile ke kakhulu, sincediswa ke ngo-Ellen Gray, sincediswa nguMasipalathi, sincediswa nango-SEDFA, o-SEDFA, uzoma ngoku.
And tell us more about Samcot Trading. Sayazi ukuthi you work under Mobile Auto Diagnostics Services.
Yes.
What is the difference between the two?
Samcot is the actual trading name.
Okay.
And then we trade ke ngoku under Mobile Auto Diagnostic Services, where we render services zolungisa inansika i-software ezimotweni, diagnostics, where we do breakdowns, where we do zonke izinto manje ezidibene nemoto. But ke specialize kakhulu ku-VW no-Audi.
Okay.
Yeah. But we also focus on all the other vehicles. Zonke imoto ziyafana, but we've got a particular focus ku-VW no-Audi.
Let's take it back.
Yes.
Ukuba imoto oqale wasebenza kuyo ibhizinesi yakho isaqala usakhumbula ngeyiphi na, and how was that experience? What did you learn out of that?
I can still remember Siswam, it was a City Golf.
Okay.
Yeah, a City Golf, and we were doing a clutch. I can remember Sasenzile Strontine. It was a bit of a challenge because basically not tools enough. Yeah, but so you would use a socket, yeah, instead of indawo yespanela kwikonethile. Yeah, but so it took a little bit to get the job done. But eventually science, it was quite an experience ukwenza kwethu lo job. Yes, kakhulu.
Ndithanda le nto ubusanda mention uba uthi equipment yayingekho enough. Because at times people would say, andizukwazi uyiqala le business because I don't have equipment.
Yes.
But rather you started because you knew the vision.
Yes,
And
yes.
I think at home that's something that you can take. Masithathe ke ngoku sithethe ukubana you are now mobile. Abanye abantu basebenza ku-workshop apho imoto zihamba ziye for servicing. What made you flip the concept uthi mna ndizawuza kuni?
Look, the idea around that is that abantu ba busy kakhulu, you know, so sometimes abanye abantu don't have the time to go and drop imoto kuwe. So sinezo services thina into bana we pick up your car, see service, have it washed, you know, ufumane the health check into bana imoto yakho besenze A, B, C and D, and then when is your next service? So we took that to another level so that benokwazi ufikelela ebantwini.
In simple terms, ndifuna uthetha ngesixhosa. Ungugqirha wemoto.
Yes.
Then umntu ke ngoku xa ifika esisimoto yakhe uyazi njani ukuthi okay nansi le problem yale moto? How do you diagnose the problem?
Look, we've got diagnostic tools.
Okay.
You know, diagnostic tools today's life zenza life ibe lula kakhulu. You know, so sisifaka omachine bethu and then they tell you exactly by yintoni engxakini. So we save time, save into ezininzi, yabo. Ne-parts ezi-right ke ngoku able to detect ubana no, you need inethile for that specific reason or la problem ezekileyo emotweni. So sisebenzisa ke ezo diagnostic tools to pinpoint exactly what is wrong with the car.
Ngeyiphi mistake abantu bayenzayo mhlawumbi? Uyazi mos thina ladies at times asikwazi noba sijonge ukuba kwenzeka flat tire, kaya asikwazi nojonga ukuba ngoku funeke like we just know how to just go back. Siyaphambili ngemoto, siyeva. What advice would you give to that driver on the importance of checking your car and servicing your car?
Look, on that note, we've got a system era now, you know, where we call it Know Your Vehicle.
Okay.
You know, remember, I'm a lady, as we come to Tango, Fakistito Chica, Upeke Pambi, yabo. So, Spanish sessions is now, we call 3 or 4 guys, a session where we tell you about the maintenance plan, we tell you about the service plan, because remember, Abandu Abayazi was the difference between the service plan and maintenance plan. And then also we run sessions where Bazi on a weekend get tracksuit, we show you how to change a tire, how to check your oil level, how to check your water. So service is quite a
Ne?
Yes.
Ndifuna nje umntu tsuphu azokwazi uzobuya ngenye imini aze pha eSamcot Trading. Yintoni ezi services in details if you can just slightly usixelele nje?
First of all, services zethu, the first service is our client. We put our client first. Asibeke imali phambili, sibeka i-client, sibeka umsebenzi phambili, yabo. So we do clutch repairs, we do minor, we do full services, we do, you know, engine overhauls, so we also do breakdowns around the metro and the surrounding areas or Grahamstown, you know, we've even gone up to Alwell North at one stage.
Okay.
So we do quite a lot of work. We've also done work for We Buy Cars, and we also do a little bit of insurance work. Yeah. But mostly what we want to do is to tap into, remember it's a Motherwell. A pie Motherwell again, government vehicles, police, or SASA, you know. So the main target here is to service those cars. Zingaphumi phakuthi eMotherwell cars.
Now, since it's along, let's talk about the importance of building relationships, because I see branding in businesses, the importance of just building relationships with other businesses that are in the mechanism sector.
Look, we've got a strong relationship with Umaspalat.
Okay.
We've got Pi Motherwell's an association of mechanic, you know, apart from Samcot Trading.
Okay.
With no mechanic abroad in Nansike Motherwell. Abanye benza suspension, abanye benza amatayere, you know, so there's quite a lot of activities ezenzekayo, yabo, Pi Motherwell. So ke ngoku we're trying to brand into bana umuntu ofika eMotherwell angasukuli afikelele kwinansike umechanic wonke okhoyo around pasifaka iboards kuzonke entries zaseMotherwell, so that uyazi xa useMotherwell where to take your vehicle to and then uncedakale ke ngoku.
Okay. And earlier on when we were conversing, you mentioned that abantu bebe play a role into Samcot ukuba ibe lapha kule ndawo kuyo namhlanje. What is the importance of encourage a skill? Because I do believe nawe kukhona apho waqonqoza khona wancedakala khona.
Sincedakele kakhulu sisi because remember Samcot Trading is formally been operating for over say about 4 years ago, formally registered.
Formally registered.
Yes. So the end dibana kapha endleleni neNansika no Ellen Gray Foundation.
Okay.
That is where Samcot Trading akhule khona. Phaya ke akhondo singayifumaniyo phaya. We get, you know, nayo ne psychologist we uncedakale. We've been taught how to utilisana ndezimali. Remember, sisuka ku hand to mouth. Besebenza lokishini, usebenze imali ifake emlonyeni, yabo. So now we've been taught into bana how to separate business and personal. yabo. So another critical area esifundiswe ngayo is the importance of compliance. Ibalekile kakhulu because remember ikhona funding kuhulumende yabo siyancedakala. Ndike ndatepa in ndafumana ke nami funding kunansika kwezi institutions ndancedakala. So ibalekile kakhulu compliance so that uzokwazi ke ngoku. Remember awukwazi ukuya ebhankini. Uyofuna imali kodwa awunazo iziliphu akhona into okwazi uyibonisa ngayo ukuthi uyasebenza. So as a tax zibalekile, as a CICPs zonke eza documents zibalekile, as a B certificates to help you to grow your business.
I like that you mentioned it because sometimes it's a small business, a trader. Seeing as the work that one puts in, we take and go CPIPC documents.
Yes.
Hey, I need the information within IO, and I think it's going to help someone at home. Now, where do people get hold of your services?
Tina, sise Motherwell, so operating Motherwell, you can get us on Facebook, you can get us on Instagram, you can get us on WhatsApp mostly, but we communicate with our clients. Yeah, we siyafumaneka.
Itin number in WhatsApp.
067 389 7298. Siyafumaneka kuye.
That was Mr. Nicholas Kotlele taking us through his business. Remember, you don't need permission to build. You need purpose, discipline, and action.